Real quick before we jump into this video, I am proud to release to you guys the new Work For It Apparel Premium Leather Patch Hat available at WORKFORITapparel.com, as well as a bunch of other Work For It gear. Click the link right here to check them out. Now let's roll this video. What's up and good morning? Welcome back to another video. Today is a great day because we are finally starting off a video where we're jumping in the BBB build, my Denali, instead of the old 7.3 back there. If you can even see it behind this monstrosity of a truck. Now that being said, yes, we're gonna drive the Denali as goofy as it looks, but we gotta take it over to the powder coater today because, well, we gotta powder coat all the rear end lift kit parts, and the powder coater wanted to make sure everything matched perfectly, so he didn't want to powder coat anything until he saw the parts that are already done on the truck from Bulletproof. Now, as much as that meant it's gonna delay us a couple days on waiting to get the truck down here so that way we can do all that, and even though waiting on getting the truck down here has delayed the powder coat by about a week, it really does ensure that the quality is gonna be consistent and everything's just gonna be overall cohesive on the truck build, which is really something you want on a build of this caliber. And if you guys remember from my last video, the owner of the powder coat company actually invited us to come out, bring the cameras, and he's gonna walk us through the entire powder coat process, show us how it's done, make sure it gets done right, and he said he'll even let me powder coat parts if I really want to. Don't know if that's a good idea, but we're gonna find out. So hopefully today you guys will be able to take away something that you can put towards your build. You know, if you guys have ever had questions about the powder coat process or anything like that, hopefully we can answer them today. So let's jump in the old Denali. Oh, it feels so good to have this thing back. I don't think you guys understand what it's like to be away from your truck for so long, and I'm really not looking forward to driving it down the road on stock tires, but hey, you gotta do what you gotta do. Alrighty, we've made it over here to Quality Powder Coating, and it's looking like this is my kind of place. Even their van's pretty pimped out. Oh, you're all ready to go. They get chrome, which is your first coat. Then we spray on the transparent copper, and then is there a clear? No clear. Okay, it's a two-stage.
Go inside and look at whites if you want.
Yeah, let's do that. I have the truck here if you want to look at the other parts on it. Just look at how clean this place is. You guys know I like clean. I like to keep my job sites clean. I like to keep everything clean. This place is super clean. We're gonna go look at the truck. We're gonna compare whites. We're trying to find a white that's either gonna match the white that's on here or a white that matches the body color even closer. It's definitely more this one than this one. Looks like Bulletproof used this one. Seems like Sean's man a few words, but I like his setup here. He's got dragsters everywhere. It's hard to find shops like this out where we're at, where people actually enjoy building vehicles and care about it. Most powder coating shops, that's all they do is powder coating. But when I talked to Sean on the phone, he's like, listen, I've built SEMA vehicles before. I understand what it takes quality wise and all that to really pull off a truck build or a vehicle build like this, and that's why we're here. I appreciate it. He invited us out with cameras, so I think we're gonna get a good quality powder coating job here, hence the name. It's got a missile. I don't know what that missile is for, but I think I need it. Mount it on the side of the truck. We'll get rid of the steps over here. We'll mount a missile over there. I think that'd be pretty sick. So all these parts are gonna be getting done in the white, right? All the underbody parts, four link arms and all that, so these are just all sandblasted and then they're just going to get coated in the white, whereas the other parts, which is here now, it's a two-stage, so they get sandblasted, coated in the chrome, then we come back with the transparent copper over top.
This, I think he's just waiting for another console right here.
What temperature do you bake the powder coat at? 400 degrees. 400? All powder coat, 400. Yeah.
Where a lot of people will burn off all powder. Right. We chemically strip it first, then we sandblast it. Keeping its integrity. Sweet. We have a 20-foot sandblasting room next door.
Nice.
And then we just have those little ones with little pieces of it.
Gotcha.
Then back here is yesterday. And it lays frame and everything else, so.
Nice. That thing is sweet.
Cosworth IndyCar motor.
No way. That's awesome. What's the fastest you've gotten it to?
251.
Woo! 251 miles an hour.
That was with a Subaru.
That's crazy. So what are you shooting for?
300 always.
Are you?
Yeah.
300. That's too fast. You don't see a whole lot of rat fink stuff around here anymore.
No.
Well, now I found out why. It's all here. So when the powder coating's done,
It's done.
it's done. There's no wait time. There's no anything. Okay.
Just to cool off.
Gotcha.
So we can throw that in the back of your truck and take it out there with you.
That's pretty cool. I didn't even think about that.
White I'll bring out to them
Perfect.
this afternoon.
That works. Awesome. You can tell this guy loves his cars. I'm telling you, you don't find stuff like this where we're from. This is like some American picker style shit right here. It's awesome. This is stuff I love. I never see it. So for all you guys that are on other different states around the country, you guys probably see this kind of stuff way more than I do. So I'm jealous of you guys for that, but I'm glad to actually find somebody like this locally.
And permit or two and just
Do something easy.
that's what we did.
Okay, perfect.
I'll let you do it and
Cool. Can you go through the glass or what do you want to do?
so just so you see, this rack is grounded. It's like 6 feet in the ground.
Okay.
And that creates a ground for the rack. And then this is electrically charged powder. So the powder wants to go to the ground, and that's why it sticks.
Now will it build up like paint? Yeah. So you got
It's
it.
a very, very difficult piece because of all the
Yeah, I don't know what to That's all you like.
all the corners and such where you have your, like on yours, you see how it's light,
Right.
super light, that's what happens.
Now can you come back? You have to make it come back again, right? Gotcha.
There's always a possibility if we have to.
Okay.
All right, I'll let you guys go to town. Why don't you go ahead and start? He's got to put his mask on and such too, so.
Pretty sweet stuff you got there.
Kind of an interesting process, right?
It is. Well, it's weird because you know you try and like spray it to get to a spot, but you have to let it pull it to the spot.
And that's why it's so difficult with these corners and all these.
Oh yeah.
It'll take him probably another 30 minutes or so.
Gotcha. Yeah, no worries.
So, and then it goes in the oven for 20.
So in case you guys don't know how powder coating works, so powder coating is electrically charged, right? So all these pieces in here are grounded. There's a spike in the ground over there, 6 feet into the ground. So one is positively charged, one's negatively charged, right? So the powder is positively charged, everything else is negatively charged. So the powder is naturally gravitated towards all of the metal pieces because they're grounded. Now, if you notice when I did these pieces over here, I actually held them in my hand, I became the ground. So it was still able to attract to it without being into the ground spike because I was the ground. Now that being said, powder coat still works like paint to where you can overdo it, like you can build up too much. So you gotta be careful and you still gotta kind of layer it on like paint, but it's not really like you're spraying. So if you noticed, I don't know if you guys can tell, but when I was in there, I was trying to get underneath where one of these hooks are that are hooked onto the metal piece, and I'm trying to get behind that. Well, to get behind that, you know, with paint, it's kind of like an overspray thing, but with powder, it's not. When you're spraying, it actually, depending on what angle you're spraying at, which way the electricity's going, it'll pull it behind that hook into that spot. It's a trippy process. I'm covered in powder coat. I think I powder coated my eyeballs. I don't know if that was a good idea, but I could just feel all the grit in there. We were gonna take the camera in there, but he said the camera's gonna be grounded and I'll have a nice copper colored camera if I take the camera in there. So we get to film all that from out here. Now that all the parts are sprayed, they're going to come out, they're going to go sit in the oven at 400 degrees for 20 minutes. And then the second they cool off, once they're out of the oven, they are ready to go. And I'm pretty sure we're actually going to end up taking these today when we drop the truck off over at Preston's. Ooh, it's hot in there. So it's been baking now for 8 minutes. You guys can see just how shiny it is. It's crazy because it goes in matte. And it comes out once it bakes on. Beautiful. Copper. It's basically what they're doing now. Yeah, I don't want to go any darker than that. Holding it out, checking for any imperfections. So now all the parts are done. They're out of the oven. We're going to let them cool off here for about 15-20 minutes, and then we're going to throw them in the old truck and take them with us to Preston's. It is crazy how this process works, and now it just comes out so glossy after being just like a matte powder. I'll do that. Now the fun part is make sure none of this stuff slides around, gets banged up. I'll cry.
Well, thank you guys.
Well, I appreciate it. I appreciate you letting us film, and
I'm glad you got to see how it's done. You have a better understanding, and
oh yeah, absolutely.
your next time you'll
pick a different color. Yeah.
See this right here. This is rose gold.
Gotcha.
And this was, you can't see how dark it was. It was that dark.
Gotcha.
So they do
wash out.
like when you go to the desert and you see dune buggies that are candy purple.
Right.
And all the tops are more silver than purple.
Right.
That's what candy's.
Gotcha.
Unfortunately, it's just a transparent with a little dye in it.
Well, you're relying on that transparent layer. Gotcha. Well, yeah, I think we'll pull off at least a couple of those parts, let you do them. That way everything's a lot more cohesive.
Definitely, I only think just that front one is the only one that you really got to deal with.
Alrighty, so now we're gonna head over to Preston's, drop off all these parts, and drop off the truck. As you guys can see, there's a little bit of a difference in the powder coating job, and obviously that's why you want to take it to one powder coater to do everything. But being that things were getting done in different parts of the state, that wasn't exactly an option of ours. So some of the stuff on there is lighter than what this is. So to me, it makes more sense. We're gonna pull off maybe a couple of the brackets of bulletproof stuff and let this guy do it, and we'll hit it just a little bit darker. I actually kind of do like the darker color. I think that's more of what the color's supposed to be. Everything over there is kind of lighter. and that'll make sure everything's really, really cohesive. So let's hop in the truck and head over to Preston's. What's up, buddy?
Let me take a picture of you next to it. I'm gonna hashtag this on your Instagram.
No, we don't leak pictures, Randy. We just powder coated all that, and it ended up darker.
Darker than this?
Yeah, this was like as light
So
as
it looks more like the wheels.
Right. What he did looks like the wheels. This is lighter. So at the very least, I think we're gonna pull off that front drop down, whatever you call it. Over here, buddy. The man, the myth, the legend.
Finally bringing it down, huh?
What's up, buddy?
What's
I
happening?
don't know if you've ever been on the channel, dude.
No, I haven't been on the channel.
Yeah, so Trevor is the mastermind behind my last truck build, and he went on to do bigger and better things. And I don't know what aligned in the stars, but all of a sudden, Trevor's back over here at Preston's just in time for the new truck build.
Reveal.
I think you just really wanted to come build the new truck.
I had to come be a part of it.
There you
It
go.
was built the last one, had to be a part of the next one.
I like it.
Off to the next one after that again.
Well, easy. Hold on. We want to keep this one around for a minute. I'll go check out the front end, dude.
Coilover tank came out nice though.
That's pretty sick, huh?
Yeah, definitely like how they did that. Came out clean.
I think it's an
simple.
improvement over the dual shock setup we had.
Yeah, probably rides a lot nicer.
So
A little more adjustability too.
yeah,
A
we'll
little more
see when
control of it.
we get some 40s on there how it rides, but it's tough to tell on these pizza coaters when you feel everything in these tires. I mean, I'm pretty much the best powder coater there ever was now. You're gonna see by the quality of these pieces in here.
Wow.
So pull one of those out in the sun, and you'll see that it's definitely darker. Oh, here, can we pull out a wheel and put it next to the wheel? Because I think this is closer to the wheels.
Dude, that's almost like a perfect match.
That's a perfect match? Oh, yeah. Yep, so it looks like we're going to be pulling off a lot of the bulletproof stuff. So the problem with doing different powder coaters, and everybody's got a different hand, they're gonna do it multiple times, is this is what ends up happening. Also, I may have learned my lesson about going with candy colors, because you know, a regular color, like a black's a black, a white's a white, a red's a red. I mean, as long as you have the same powder-ish red, you can still run into some variants, but you can lay it on as many times as you want. It's not going to darken up as a candy color does like this. So for you guys out there that are going to be powder coating your stuff, keep in mind, if you're going to do a candy color, you're going to run into this unless one guy's doing it all at the same time. And even then, there's still variants in parts. It's the nature of having a candy color. And we found out today that candy colors fade. So that's also something you got to keep in mind. So we may have learned our lesson about going with candy colors. All right, gentlemen. Already, well.
All right, well, you know what the next step is.
That's right.
Our hair to let us work.
No. The next step is you're gonna see me every day.
Check up.
Yeah.
Check in with Papa.
I mean, as much as I enjoy seeing the shop full, it kind of.
It's nice to see it empty.
It's nice to see it empty because then I know my shit's getting worked on full time, but you guys do what you got. All right, guys, well, that's it. The truck is getting dropped off at Preston's. This is where the major part of the transformation is going to take place, and I would say the next time you see this truck, it's going to be complete, but it's not. We're going to stop by here a lot. I always tell them when they give me a price on the install or whatever it's going to be for a lift kit, factor in a little bit extra to deal with me showing up every day, and it's definitely a true thing because if it's in town, I'm gonna stop by a lot and just really check it out because I love this truck and it hurts me to be away from it. So hopefully you guys learned a lot about the powder coating process today and kind of what to do when you're picking a powder coat color. Obviously candy colors seems like there's a lot of room for error in a candy color, and I think as I'm starting to see more powder coating and really getting more accustomed to the powder coating process and seeing different powder coaters do it, I see how much room for error there is on the candy coated colors, or on the candy colors. So it really does make sense. If you guys want to go with the color, go with more of a solid color. I know that Mark DeCola dealt with that a lot on his build when he was going with his candy red. I know he had to re-powder coat things quite a few times actually to really make them all cohesive. So we're going to tear apart this front end and we're going to re-powder coat it. Not that Bulletproof really did anything wrong. It's just their powder coater did it a little bit lighter than our powder coater does it. And so since we redid the wheels match the lift kit, the rear lift kit now, we want to make the front lift kit match the rear lift kit. It's going to cost a lot more money to pull all that apart and re-powder coat it, but building a truck of this caliber, we got to do it right and we got to do it one time. So So with that, if you guys have not subscribed to my channel, please click the subscribe button now. That way you keep updated on the BBB build and hopefully get ideas for your own build and just, you know, I try to give you guys something to take away from every one of my videos. Also, if you can go ahead and give this video a like, aka a thumbs up, it would be greatly appreciated. Drop down in the comments what other ideas you think we should do for the BBB build, because we are going bigger, badder, and better with this truck, and hopefully this one is just a showstopper. Thank you guys for watching my videos. Don't forget to check out Work For It Apparel, because remember, if there's anything you want in this life, you gotta be willing to work for it. Thanks guys, I'm out.
Damn. Yeah. Yeah.